A very good morning and thank you for joining. Joy is in my name. We have had several sessions when we have explained through the videos you have been able to see about sickle cell disease, and those series, they had many things they explained. The series were captured from Kalangala. Kalangala is a district that is made up of islands, and it is having its own uniqueness. Many things here are unique, and many of our understanding and many of our approaches, they are unique. So those who have had a chance of going through our videos, today I'm going to show the last part of the video. So in that video, before I saw it, I want to first bring out some few facts. One fact is sickle cell disease is a public health concern. That's according to World Health Organization. And if it is a public health concern, we need also to look at some figures that cause such a concern. Like every year, it is believed that we get an average of 300,000 children all born with sickle cell disease. When I talk of that, I want us to have also in the back of our minds that the biggest number of these people living with sickle cell disease, they are found in the sub-Saharan Africa. And when I talk of sub-Saharan Africa, then Uganda does not escape. You realize that according to the national census that took place in 2014, Uganda had a total population of, I think, 34.9. So with 34.9, we also realize that the 13% of that population, they were the people having the trait of sickle cells. Then again, I want us to appreciate that 0.73% they had sickle cell disease. That's a big thing. We have always known for someone to be born with sickle cells, it is trait come together, deliver a child which is going to be sickle cell disease. Now, I give an example of Uganda. Our biggest problem here, it has always been malaria. We have very many cases of malaria, very many deaths associated to malaria, very many complications associated to malaria. However, we also need to know that in terms of sickle cells, the people who are having sickle cell trait, most of them, they rarely get malaria as their disease. Malaria kills very many people from here. Very many people die of malaria. Now, if malaria is being resisted by people having sickle cell traits, then it means there's a very big chance of the sickle cell trait people to multiply at a good rate. So when they multiply, then there's a high chance of getting many people with sickle cell disease. And that one could be one of the explanations why we have big numbers. Now, it is all our responsibility to see to it that people who have sickle cell disease, they are well cared for. Those ones who have the trait, they are well taught on how they can break the chain. We need to break the chain so that we reduce on the burden of sickle cell disease. A lot of research has been carried out, and a lot of approaches have been put in place. However, there is no man who is an island, as it is always said. So it means we need a collective responsibility to try and do all these things as a team. If I teach and you learn and you spread the information. If you're a teacher, you teach. If you're a health worker, you treat. If you're a counselor, do your work. Let everyone put a block onto the management of sickle cells. Now, as we are going to go in for our last part of this series, I just request all of us to try and be focused and never forget that sickle cell disease is a public health importance. Please, let's join our last part. Thank you.
Omwana omuto alina sickle cells nalabayo ku muntu omukulu nga naye alina sickle cells kisobola omugumya ye ng'omwana namanya nti naye alina sickle cells naye akuze naye mulamu kitegeeza nange netaaga okubumira obulungi eddagala lyange netaaga okubeerawo bulungi nkole nga ye kyakola.
Currently, sickle cell research in Uganda is done by collaborations with many partners both in the north and the south of the globe. We have partners in North America, we have partners in Europe, we have partners in Africa within who are working together to care for sickle cell. And also we have the government of Uganda, which gives leadership and support.
Abaradde nga bo nandyagadde bategere nti tekiri kyokka. So balina okusigala nga bakozesa eddagala lyabwe nga abasawo bye babagamba. Balina okusigala nga beeyisa mu mbeera ezandiragiddwa. Togenda mu mpewo ng'okimanyi empewo egenda kukosa. Tokola bintu by'omanyi nti bigenda kukosa obulamu obwo. Then abantu abatalina bulwadde, caretackers, emikwano gyaffe bonna nandyagadde bategeere nti omuntu wa sickle cell yeetaaga omukwano. Omuntu wa sickle cells aba muntu tekiba kisolo. Yes, mulwadde ne tekimuggyako kuba nti muntu. Kyandibadde kirungi ne tufuna eddagala eriwonya sickle cells. Kyemmanyi abakola research gye bali, abalina ssente gye bali, abasobola okufandinga ebintu bino, abasawo abakola ku balwadde ba sickle cells ne bakendeeza ku bukambwe ne baba n'omukwano. Yes, abamu tebamanyi musawo Joel, naye nze musawo Joel is my ideal doctor for a sickle cell patient.
Sebanalubiri baweebwa obujjanjabi buli lwakubiri olusembayo mu mwezi, ate nga okukeberebwa kukolebwa buli lunaku okuva ku Monday mpaka ku Sunday ku ddwaliro e Kalangala. Nga obulwadde buno bukyatiisa ensi yonna, wakyaliwo essuubi nti busobolera ddala okuwona nga mu bitundu by'e Kalangala n'eggwanga lyonna okutwaliza awamu. Okunoonyereza kw'abannassaayansi kukinogaanya nti obusomyo bw'omulwadde wa Nalubiri bwe bukyusibwa asobolera ddala okuwona, naye kino kya bbeeyi nnyo, ate oyo atalina busobozi ng'amira bulungi eddagala lye asobolera ddala okukula n'obulwadde buno nga tafunye buzibu.